I joined the Orange County District Attorney's Office south of Los Angeles. And it didn't take me very long to know that I was a fish out of water. I didn't like prosecution. I didn't like jumping on unfortunate people with problems that weren't necessarily of their own doing. And I remember my first job was, first case was to prosecute a young girl for shoplifting. And she'd been caught at a grocery store or a department store, I don't remember. And she admitted what she had done. She was on tape. There were eyewitnesses. It was a case nobody could lose. I mean, you could be half asleep and you'd win this thing. And I wanted to find a way to get her some treatment because, ironically, when I entered the office, I went through a training program. And part of the training program was to do a tour of the juvenile facility in Orange County. And as part of the tour, I was shown a iron door with a small glass window, and the glass window looked into a suicide room where people who were considered suicidal were being watched. And there was a little girl sitting all alone, nobody with her, her head in her hands on her lap. And it turned out that was the first one I was asked to prosecute. And I looked at her file, and she'd been an orphan. She'd been the victim of sexual abuse, drug use, all sorts of abuse. One of the first things she looked for when they arrested her was typewriter fluid to sniff, because she was addicted to that, which we know is very damaging to the brain and the bodily organs. And it was so sad, so pathetic, I didn't want to prosecute her. And I was told I had to. So we went to trial in front of a judge, and she was convicted. I went back upstairs to my office, and everybody wanted to high five me and congratulate me for getting a conviction. And I was utterly disgusted. I wanted to find a better solution to help this poor soul with treatment, with direction, with counseling, with emotional support, and I could not do that. So that was my introduction to being a prosecutor, and didn't take me long to realize it wasn't for me.